Today we're gonna make a bunch of snacks using my air fryer. We're gonna make these everything bagel bites. Only takes 5 minutes in the air fryer using a flour tortilla. I saw this done on TikTok and I said, let's try it. So you need a flour tortilla, and we're gonna need some cream cheese that's a little bit soft, and we're just gonna smear it on that flour tortilla. I'm gonna put a good amount on there and just spread it out nice and thin. I'd say at least 2 to 3 tablespoons of cream cheese you will need. Of course, it depends on the size of your tortilla. Now that you have your cream cheese spread across your flour tortilla, we're going to take some of this everything bagel seasoning. I got this at Walmart. You can get it at just about anywhere you get any kind of seasonings. And we're going to just sprinkle that right on our flour tortilla. All right, now we're just going to take this and roll it up. Then take some melted butter and spread it across the top of it. And just cut these into little pinwheels, basically. And as you see right here, we have them all laid out, proper spacing. We're going to put them in our air fryer at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes at 400 degrees. Let's open this up. Oh, look at these. They look incredible. Let's try them out. Now it's time for the taste test. Let's dig in. This is incredible. So delicious. Thanks for watching to see how to make these air fry bagel bites. These are absolutely incredible. Keep watching because the next air fry video is coming right up. We're gonna make fried ice cream in an air fryer. Keep watching. The first thing we need to do is start with some vanilla ice cream. I'm using just this basic vanilla ice cream here. And we want to open that up, take an ice cream scoop, and we want to scoop out about 1/2 cup to a cup worth of this ice cream. Now, it helps if you're using a scoop that's like perfectly round, but any other one will work as well. When you have that done, I have a baking sheet with some wax paper on it. I'm just gonna plop it out right on there. All right, I'm just doing 3 of them. Now take these, I'm gonna put them in the freezer for at least an hour. Now before we bring our ice cream balls out of the freezer, we gotta prepare a few things. I have a medium bowl here. I'm gonna put 3 egg whites inside of that bowl. Now that we have our 3 egg whites in our bowl, I'm gonna add to it 1/4 cup of sugar, and we're gonna whisk this until it becomes nice and frothy. We don't want stiff peaks, but just make it frothy. All right, you see the egg whites are nice and frothy. We're just gonna take this, set this aside. I have one bowl with just some flour in there. We'll put that aside. And then we have this other bowl. Inside this, I'm gonna put 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Now I'm not measuring it out, but I'm gonna put about 1 cup in there. 1/4 cup of coconut flakes and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Mix that through pretty good. And move that aside. Okay, so we're bringing out our ice cream balls. We're just gonna take them one at a time. We're gonna dip it into our flour, roll it around pretty good in the flour. We're gonna take our egg wash, roll it around in the egg wash. Make sure you cover it nice and good. Tap off the excess and put it into our panko breadcrumbs and our coconut mixture and cover that really, really good. And when you're satisfied that it's covered nicely, we're gonna take it and put it back on our baking sheet. And when they're all done, we're gonna put it back in the freezer, this time for 2 to 3 hours. All right, it's been 3 hours. You can see I have pulled out our little ice cream balls here. So start out with just 1, and that way we can make sure 2 minutes is the right time. If it melts completely, then I'll lower the time, but we'll double check. So 2 minutes, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and air fry. All right, that's 2 minutes. Let's open it up. Take a look. Oh, okay. And just top it with your favorite toppings. I have some chocolate sauce here. I'm just gonna drizzle some of that on. Not a lot. Then some whipped cream. And of course, a cherry on top. There you go. Fried ice cream in an air fryer. Now it's time for the taste test. Let's dig into our fried ice cream. Get a little bit of everything on there. This is delicious. Hope you enjoyed watching me make this fried ice cream in an air fryer. If you liked air fryer videos, get ready because there's another one coming right up. For our next air fryer snack, we're gonna make these air fried Oreo cookies. These are absolutely delicious, so keep watching. The first thing we need to do to make these air fried Oreo cookies is start off with some crescent rolls. That's the easiest way to do this. Now you can use the ones that perforate it like I'm using, or you can use the one that's all one sheet. I like the one sheet better, but I just happen to have these in the refrigerator. So let's open this up. And roll it out. Now you can see the perforations. I already have it coming apart. It's okay because we're going to be cutting them anyway. I'm just going to keep two of them together the best I can, like this. Then we're going to bring in our Oreo cookies. I'm using double stuff. I think that's perfect for this recipe. You can use single if you want. Take an Oreo cookie, place it right in the middle. And I like to use a pizza cutter to cut it into shape, just like so. Take this, and we just want to form it around that cookie. Make sure you cover it really good. And you can just press it in, especially that perforated area. And we don't want any part of the cookie exposed. And when you have it all done, just set it aside. Next, I preheated my air fryer to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have a liner here that I put my Oreo cookies on. I'm only putting 3 in at a time because I want to make sure I have plenty of space around them to cook. Now we're going to cook them 350, 8 minutes, but halfway through, around 4-minute or even 5-minute mark, we're going to turn them over. All right, so let's put that inside of our air fryer. And start it. All right, we're approaching the halfway point. Let's go ahead and pause this. Then we're going to open this up. Ooh, they're looking good already. And flip these over. And restart it. Go ahead and cook them for the rest of the time. Okay, I decided to cut these off at 7 minutes. And as you see, they are cooked nicely. Let's go ahead and take those out and place those on a serving dish. And we'll put our next batch in so we can keep it going. Now that these are all done, I am going to give it a light dusting of powdered sugar. One of them I cut open just so you can see the inside. Now it's time for the taste test. Let's dig into one of our air fried Oreos. Absolutely delicious. And the best part is, if you made this in grease instead of an air fryer, you'd have to worry about the hot grease still being stuck inside there. No worries now. Air fryer all the way. Hope you enjoyed watching me make these air fried Oreo cookies. Now stay tuned for your next air fryer recipe. Next recipe we're going to make are these air fried caramelized bananas. This is just like Bananas Frosters without the work. Keep watching. The first thing we need to do to make this is inside of a small bowl, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Next, we're going to add a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and just mix this together. Take this, put this aside. Now what we're going to do is cut this banana, and I'm going to cut it long ways like this. We're not going to peel it. We're just going to cut it just as it is. And you want to be careful here not to cut your fingers. Make sure you get a sharp knife. And it should look just like that. Now we're going to take our mixture here and we're just going to sprinkle right across the top of our bananas. All right, when we have good coverage, next, we're gonna put it in our air fryer. Now this banana is quite large, as you see right here. So hopefully it won't mess things up, but you want a little smaller than that would have been better. So we're gonna take that, put that into our air fryer, 400 degrees for about 8 minutes. All right, so I checked these after 5 minutes and they look done. Don't do it for 8 minutes, 5 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and check that out. Well, now it's time for a taste test. I'm just gonna dig in with a spoon and just kind of get right into that banana. It comes out nice and easy. Get a little bit of vanilla ice cream, which is the best way to serve this. And try it out. Delicious. If you like Bananas Foster's, you're gonna love this, and it's so much easier to make. Use the air fryer. These are our air fried caramelized bananas. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now stay tuned for your next air fryer recipe. Next, we're gonna make these apple potato chips. You heard me right. We're making potato chips, but instead of potatoes, we're using apples. And we're doing it in our air fryer. Keep watching. To make these chips, we need to slice this into very thin slices. In order to do that, I do suggest having a mandolin instead of trying to cut it with a knife, because you're more likely to cut your fingers if you do that. Now I did put a plate underneath of this, and I'm gonna just take the apple, place it on there sideways, and then go down and slice. Make sure you keep your fingers away from the blade, and we're just gonna slice it until we get to the core. See how it's coming along? And when you get to the core, you just flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. Again, being very careful. As you see, you're left with these very thin chips. Now you're just gonna lay these out in the air fryer. It's okay to do a couple different layers here, but you don't want to go above 3 layers. As you see, they're all laid out. We're gonna put it in our air fryer at 320 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna air fry a total of about 12 minutes, but we're going to flip them every 4 minutes. At this point, my chips have cooked for 4 minutes. I'm gonna pause it, and we're gonna flip these. So just take them and flip them over. Make sure you get the bottom ones flipped as well. And we'll lay them out. And put them back in another 4 minutes. It's been another 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and pause it again. Take a look at how they're turning out. And we'll flip these over one last time. It's okay if some of them break up a little, just like regular chips. And let them fry up for another 4 minutes. All right, it's been 12 minutes. Now for the big reveal. Let's see how they turned out. Ooh, look at those. Now, they don't look too crunchy right now, but that's fine. We will let them sit, and as they warm up, or cool down, I should say, they should get nice and crispy. This is what they kind of look like right now. And before I let them sit, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this ground cinnamon on it. Not a lot. While it just came out of the air fryer. Now we'll let them sit until they firm up. Now it's time for the taste test. I'm gonna dig into one of our potato chips. That's good. And it's a lot healthier than a regular potato chip. I hope you enjoyed these apple potato chips I made in the air fryer. If you did, hit that like button. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make all these fun snacks in our air fryer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit that big red subscribe button. You get new videos all the time. Check out this video right here. And until then, I'll see you next time. Air 5 minutes, and it's only a few. No, it's too many onlys. Now that you have a cream cheese spread, I can't talk. Now that you have your cream cheese spread across your tortilla, we're just going to take some everything.